For over 50 years, he taunted police and the press. He mailed cryptic ciphers he called the police after his murders. And he claimed to have killed dozens. Though only a handful were ever confirmed, today he still walks free. This is the story of the Zodiac Killer, America's most infamous unsolved murder mystery, December 20th, 1968, Northern California. High school students David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen drove to a quiet lover's lane near Vallejo. Moments later, both were shot and killed. No suspect, no motive. 7 months later, another couple, Darlene Ferrin and Mike Mago, were gunned down in a parked car. Mike survived. He later described a mysterious man shining a flashlight into the car before opening fire. This was only the beginning. B-roll, black and white police photos, maps of Vallejo, candlelight vigils. In August 1969, 3 major newspapers, the San Francisco Chronicle, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Vallejo Times-Herald, received chilling letters. Each contained a third of a cryptogram. The writer claimed responsibility for the murders and promised more if the code wasn't printed on the front page. For the first time, the world saw the name he gave himself. This is the Zodiac speaking. The ciphers promised to reveal his identity. One was cracked within a week by a California couple. It read, "I like killing people because it is so much fun, but the killer's name." It was never there. B-roll, newspaper clippings, the Zodiac symbols, cipher overlays on screen. Over the next 2 years, the Zodiac continued his attacks. In September 1969, he ambushed Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard at Lake Berryessa. He tied them up, stabbed them repeatedly, and left his symbol, a circle with a cross scrawled on their car door. Cecilia later died from her wounds. Just weeks later, a cab driver named Paul Stein was shot in San Francisco. The killer wiped the taxi's interior clean, tore a piece of Stein's shirt, and mailed it to the Chronicle to prove his claim. The city was in panic. Schools canceled field trips. Police officers escorted buses, and yet the Zodiac slipped away. Again, B-roll, crime scene sketches, San Francisco street footage, archival police reports. Over the decades, hundreds of suspects have been investigated. The most famous, Arthur Lee Allen. He was a convicted child molester, lived near Vallejo, and owned weapons consistent with the crimes. Survivor Mike Mago even picked him out of a photo lineup. But handwriting experts disagreed, and DNA tests decades later failed to confirm a match. Other suspects included Richard Gajkowski, Lawrence Kane, and even theories about multiple killers. Each man seemed promising, but each case fell apart. B-roll, mugshots, suspect sketches, comparison overlays with the Zodiac composite. The Zodiac claimed he killed 37 people. Police confirmed 5. His ciphers, some solved, some not, continue to fascinate cryptographers. In fact, one of his letters, the so-called 340 cipher, was finally cracked by amateur code breakers in 2020. It didn't reveal his name. It only reinforced his chilling message that killing was fun. More than 50 years later, the Zodiac Killer remains a ghost in American true crime. His taunts, his crimes, his identity, all unsolved, all unforgettable, fade to black. Text on screen. Who was the Zodiac Killer? This has been Cold Case Chronicles. Do you think the Zodiac Killer will ever be unmasked? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love true crime, murder mysteries, and unsolved American cold cases, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and join us as we uncover more stories that remain unsolved, unforgotten.